Told y'all, some of y'all live on one side of town, some of y'all live on the other side of town. Some of y'all live in $1 million homes, some of y'all parents is paying $900 a month in rent. Like, why are you envious of that man's big house? Why are you mad at that? And why do you want the big house? Do you want the big house because you think it looks good, right? But you don't know what's going on inside that big house, because a lot of times people that got big houses, their families are broke, for real. They just ain't showing it because they got a big enough house where they can hide it. But LeBron was doing a couple interviews, and what he said was, one of the main reasons that we won, he said this was one of the first times that, and it's the first thing on your sheet, it says, we're not jealous of each other. He said, we're not jealous of each other. That's what LeBron James said about Anthony Davis. Now, you got to remember, he had D. Wade, he had Chris Bosh, he had Kyrie Irving when he was in Cleveland, when he was winning his other championships. And then he's obviously lost some championships. But what he was saying is our culture is right in our team. And so we're going to talk about that a little bit, and then it'll spiral over into next week. We're not jealous of each other, okay? So I want to break down exactly what it means to be jealous and where it comes from, okay? Because this is something that we got to talk about. Number one, it's the fear of losing what you feel is yours to someone else. It's a fear. Jealousy is fear. I fear losing what I feel is mine to someone else. Let me say this to you. If it's yours, can't nobody else take it. If it's yours. If it's really yours, nobody else can take it. Flynn, if it's really yours, nobody else can take it. You say, that's my position. He took my position. That wasn't yours. First of all, football position, no position is yours. Your jersey number not even yours, because when you graduate, somebody else going to be wearing it. And before you was there, somebody else was wearing that same number. The position is never yours. The position doesn't make you. You make the position. Wide receiver looks good when certain people play the game. Tyreek Hill makes number 10 look good. He makes a fast receiver look good. So people want to be like him and wear yellow gloves, right? Travis Kelce makes tight end look great. So people want to do it. The tight end position didn't make Travis Kelce look good. He makes it look good. People want to play quarterback like Patrick Mahomes because he makes it look good, okay? So it's a fear of losing what you feel like is yours. Now, second thing, it's an imaginative, emotionally intense focus on what you could lose. So two things are going on. Your imagination start working. Like when you think somebody in your house when they're really not, you know how your mind can play tricks on you. So your imagination is going crazy. You coming up with all types of thoughts and things that could possibly happen that won't even happen. And you're dealing with all these emotions. You're dealing with all these emotions, which means you're not in control of your thoughts. You're dealing with all these emotions. So it's imaginative and it's emotional. So now you're going to lose, again, on what you could lose. You didn't even lose it, but you think you could lose it. But then this is key right here. Anticipatory emotion that attempts to limit loss. Jealousy is the fear of losing what you have. A fear of losing what you have. Envy, though, is wanting something that someone else has. That's a key distinction. It's a key distinction. Okay, it's a key distinction. Jealousy is the fear of losing something that you already have. Envy is wanting something that someone else has. When you have jealousy and you have envy inside of a football team, you guys don't have a chance. LeBron said the reason why they won the championship inside the bubble, dealing with unexpected, uncontrollable circumstances, uncomfortable circumstances, is because they weren't jealous. In other words, LeBron not thinking like, man, AD gonna take my fame. AD gonna take my shine. AD not thinking like LeBron gonna take my shine. LeBron's gonna take my fame. They like, listen, we're like that picture we just looked at. LeBron has what AD needs. AD has what LeBron needs. If we come together, we could win a championship. We could change the culture of the Lakers and win a championship if we're not either jealous or envious of each other. If we just add to each other. Here's the reflection part. Think of a moment or two that you were jealous of someone, all right? Did you end up losing what you thought you would, and why? Okay, so think when you were jealous. Again, jealousy is the fear of losing something. So think when you were jealous, like of something going on, right? Just think of a moment, somebody, your position or whatever, and then think of a person you're envious of, and why do they have, what do they have that you want, and why do you want it? I told y'all, some of y'all live on one side of town, some of y'all live on the other side of town. Some of y'all live in $1 million homes, some of y'all parents is paying $900 a month in rent. Like, why are you envious of that man's big house? Why are you mad at that? And why do you want the big house? Do you want the big house because you think it looks good, right? But you don't know what's going on inside that big house, because a lot of times people that got big houses, their families are broke, for real. They just ain't showing it because they got a big enough house where they can hide it.